I didn't even look in OBS to see if I was getting audio at first. Yeah, it's been a week. I probably wasn't before. Anyway, let's figure out how many wheels this has got. I'm already all wheels left. Five wheels? Let's just verify that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is gonna be a long one. Okay. We were going left. So let's start at like 15. I'm still doing the wide tolerance, just because who wants to check literally every number on the dial? I might do a narrow tolerance lock at one point just to show, there are ways to up your efficiency on that instead of trying literally every number in sequence every time you're looking for one of the gates in the wheel. Like if you have a pretty fine fence, searching every 3, you might have to wrap around, but you're still, decently likely to get it. The other thing that'd be worthwhile to show, I think, is installing a finer scale, tighter tolerance. Watch me just be skipping numbers. Okay, that's tighter. We were at 90, I think. Let's see if it's still tight at the next stop. The next number to test. Yep, we were at 90. 95. Just to see if we're on the edge of a gate. Yeah, 95 is still good. So let's call it like 92. That is a lesson learned from last time. Now the question is, which of these wheels is that actually on? So pick up the last wheel. Actually, no, I need to unset. So at 50, we're riding on the top wheel again. So back across 50, get the back wheel, and over to 92. It's not the back wheel. Second from the back. Third from the back. The best we can hope for is that this is actually the front wheel. Looking good. And now the front wheel. And if this doesn't set, we've got problems. Front wheel. Sweet. First number at, oh, I should pop a timer in. A little bit more than 5 minutes in. Not bad. We're actually also all wheels, right? So now we can pop off 4 left and start looking for the other, for the next number. Let's just go to 95. And then 0. 5. Shit. I think I just hit the... I think I hit the fly for the last wheel. Yeah, let's go, we want to go all right for 92, then left. All right. One, two, three, four. Shit. Fine, let's just go from 25. We haven't eliminated that much of the space. I was gonna note that I skipped 10 to 10, 15, 20. It's my dumbus. That's tighter. It's tighter on... $30? Yep. I only bumped it a little bit. Let's check that we're still in, which we are. What if I go backward and start unsetting? Since we're all in the backpack right now, we know the front one's 92. Everything else is set to like 31 right now. So let's just start unsetting those wheels, which we have to go this way for. Bonk. So that's the last wheel that we've just picked up. So it's not the last wheel that's 32. Nearly closer to 30. I think it's the second to last wheel. I should have tested one more number too. But it's on the right side of 30. Yeah, it's the second to last wheel. Okay. Um Still gonna be easiest to test the very last wheel. So go back around. Now I'm not sure which. No, I need to go this way. I need to go left. So if I pick up from here, I should still be, yeah. It's probable that I'm not going to make progress on this wheel because there's a 2/3 chance that the next number is on wheel 2 or 3. We already know 1 and 4. I keep being surprised by how far around the dial I already am. Maybe because I'm not saying the numbers out loud right now. Thought I had it for a second. Okay, we're approaching the next wheel. And it's not going to be on 30. We were close enough to 30. Yeah, okay. So it's not the last wheel. So now what we want to do is continue going left up to wheel 4, and we'll start rolling the those two. Then each time we do that, we'll roll back twice, 30, and then move on. So it's 2. That, or I had no idea which wheel I was manipulating. I didn't hear nearly as many flies as I just expected to. That's not good. But how could I not have known which wheel? Because I was getting the right gating. So we're all left right now. If I go to 92, and then right, the first thing I'm going to test, the the fence is hitting the edge of the notch at 8. Now I need to go 1, 2, over to, call it 31. I go left, it'll hit at 7. Yeah. And then I went left around. I don't see how I could have screwed that up. I started testing at 35 and worked my way around. So from left here, I should pick up. I should pick up the back wheel at 31, and then the second one at 31, the third one at 92, the fourth one at 92. So it should be 1, 2, 3. I should have heard a fourth one just now. No, no, because yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. I got 3 because the front of the pack was all already flied together, so they moved as 1. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm just being a dumbass. I wasted like, well, I found another number. So anyway, let's go all left again, which I think we already are, and put that on 92, and then start testing stuff from the right. Um, so I'll hit it at like 85, I guess. Maybe should I test 90? I should probably test 90. I'll just have to be careful. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've got to go left 2 to 30. Right. This is gonna take a while. Alright, wasn't 90. Um, if I work my way back up the pack, it's gonna be bonk, bonk, bonk. And I'll be going the other direction. How do I want to annotate that? Probably because if I start going the other direction, I think I want to peel back into the notch going that direction. So like hit 10 and then come back and just keep working my way away from the notch. So we'll see if where the fence hits stays where I expect it to. It should be like 31, 31, 92, and then I'm manipulating the right wheel again, or the right set of wheels. Okay. Yeah. So that was a distinct double fly at 92. I think I'm on the right set of wheels again. So we'll go to, I don't know why I went, that doesn't matter that much. We're just going A direction. And then back around. Yeah. Yeah, I unset everything. So I'm not being super slick like I hope to be. I should be able to do that. I should be able to pick him up from the back. I should be able to leave the front wheel where I want it. But okay, that's the same. If I go left through this, I was already on wheel 2. So now wheel 2 is moving. And, or rather, wheel 4. The second from the back is what I meant. Wheel minus 2. But I should pick up minus 3 and 4 at 85. Actually, I think that's just minus 3. 85 again? Yeah. The problem is if I continue, I'll hit all wheels left at 92, right? Yes. So there's got to be a more efficient strategy for this. 2, 3, 4 to 80. 1, 2 to 30. I feel like I figured something like that out the last time I was doing this. If I continue left, that doesn't help, for sure. So if I just go back right, then I can pick up 4 wheels in succession pretty easily, and then continue searching right on 2 and 3 from 80. And I think that'll work just fine. So let's try it. I just hit the front wheel, didn't I? Yes. Now I'm all wheels right. Okay. So I only want to hit 2 and 3 together. But that's still workable. I can get into that rhythm. All right. 2, 75. Okay. And now we go right. 30, 30, and then when I hit 75, I'm now manipulating the wheels I want to manipulate. Close enough to 70. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that's getting borne out by the notch now. So 30, 30, 65. This has to give us the next number, by the way, and then we narrow down which one it is by unsetting one of the wheels. It is pretty satisfying how auditory this is. Counting flies getting caught and or noting what number it is when you hit it. We're about to get into harder territory as the numbers we test get closer together. Oh, I might have just missed it. I might have to redo that. Depends on how wide this gate is. Ah, unlucky. Okay. Didn't drop out, so And now I'll bonk 35 to... It can't be 30. We've already tested... Have we already tested 30 this far up? Yes. Yes, because when we unset 30 from wheel 4, the gate widened again. So yes, we've tested 30 this far up. Because we're back into the fence hitting the notch at 7 again. So it can't be 30. Okay, now we've got to start watching much more closely. Because it's going to be 25, 25, 30. Okay. And then 30, 30, 25. Yeah. I think this is the fun of it, is getting that feedback that yes, you've actually understood the mechanism in the safe. And that mechanism doesn't change really, aside from like the number of wheels and I guess the tolerance, but it's when you start answering questions like, okay, how can I efficiently just bump around these last few wheels, it it starts feeling a lot better. And because of my personality defects, I get a little bit bothered when I'm not getting it right, like I wasn't earlier, but oh well. Everybody's got their shit. Alright, continue to 30, 30, and we're just off 15? 10, 10, 10. Pretty sure it's 10. Uh, or likely between 5 and 10. 10 would be a good number. Um, Now the question is, which wheel? Which would I prefer? I would prefer it to be 2. It's always better to have set a wheel further front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go all wheels left again. I don't know why I just tabbed out of the game. I guess I thought I was tabbed out and I was trying to tab back in. So I'm going to do 92, close enough. And then set 2, 3, 4, and 5 to 10. And then 3, 4, and 5 to 30. And then test in C. Okay, yeah, it's wheel 2. Um, so what I can actually do now is test the entire last wheel without re-entering any of the numbers in the combination by just continuing right back through 30. And we'll start at 25. Yeah, that should be right. Is there any reason that the entire backpack would move all at once because I just set it all at once? Well, if the entire backpack moves, we'll notice it. So we'll see if the fence continues hitting the notch at 6. But I'm pretty sure it'll work. So we just picked up a fly. It's working. And we'll be able to pretty rapidly tell whether or not the next number in the combination is on the back wheel. And then if it's not, honestly, it's about the same either way. We'll just have to retest the back wheel again at some point once we figure out wheel 3, but we're getting close on this one. I think that's the next number. It's on the last wheel. Was that 75? Let's also try 70. Still in the gate. Alright, so call it like 72. That's a little bit of a pain, because now we've got to enter 9210, the test number, and then 3072. It's not as bad as it could be. I think it was I think it was last time when I was opening a 6 that the last number was the very front wheel, and that, that just means that you've got to do more fiddling after you've hit your test number. But, you know, it could be better, it could be worse. That's why we play with random walks. We haven't set everything up to be as good as it could be. So we're at 92 now. The next number is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually a nice, easy spread there. And then we're going to be going left, so I'll try 15 next on this wheel. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. This is also pretty easy manipulation for right now. 30. And then 1, 2, call it 72. And see if we're getting it right. Yep. Okay. Now the question is, coming off of this number, we were going left for 3. It's left, right, left, right, left. And it's actually starting to get a little bit dark here. That helped a little. If I come off left, yeah, it should be fine. I should pick up 72 and then 30 and then 15. 30. And now that wheel's on 20. 20. 20. Still. That might be a miss. We'll see. The gates are broad. Oh well. We'll try. And then past whatever that was to 72. Yeah, that was a miss. That's okay though. I can still go left. I can fix it. So I'll pick up 72. I'll pick up 26. And then I will gently, gently, gently tap 20. I believe that's what I was testing here. Yes. And not even really move it. You don't have to move it. You just have to pick up the wheel. The gates are wide. And even if they weren't that wide, the tolerance, I think even on the finest, it's like plus or minus 1. It's not plus or minus 0.1. So, yeah. We're back to left to 20, and then I'll go right to 30, and actually hit it this time, and then left to 72. So, 1, 2, 30, and then 1, 2, 72, which is just kind of for safety. Much better. 72, 30, 25. We can also already be sure that 30 is not the right number. We're just going to have to be a little bit more careful once we've set wheel 3 to 35. Okay, this is now set to 35. So again, I need to start being more careful. So it's once, slow down twice, 30, and 30. I think this is still fine. The reason I thought it was 72 was it was between 75 and 70. Both 75 and 70 worked. And I set wide tolerance for a reason, because I'm an impatient idiot. Alright. Now here's the trick. So we're going to hit 30. Now we're about to set the next wheel. 40. 1, 2, 1. Alright. One, 2. Getting close though. Can you tell that I don't actually remember what number I'm testing anymore? I'm just listening for what I hit. It's 55. This is getting less scary now. I'm getting to the point where I can hear it go into the notch, and I don't even need to test it anymore. What I need for it to here is for it to not land until it's actually near 0, and then the nose is all the way in, and then I can just keep pulling. Actually, I think I have to reverse because the last number is to the left right now. Yeah, anyway. Oh god, I'm totally lost on what I was doing. Shit. No, I think I'm about to left into the next number. One, two. It's the danger with talking while you safe crack. You get distracted. 65. That's pretty good. I don't think it was possible for it to be 70 either. No, yeah, it is. Never mind. That's it. 75. It's open. Less than an hour. 5-wheel lock. I feel pretty good about that. Except, except that I put a message in there. I put a message in there before I started the stream, and I expected the message to open up. I guess I screwed that up somehow. It wasn't very funny or anything. So we're calling that 75. And I'm just going to return to the lock and see what the combination says. And this time I'll actually check and move it from behind my face. Yeah, that's all of them. So 93 is very close. 8, a little less close. 79. Message was inside me the whole time. Yes, it was GB7. It is, uh, it's an old joke, but one that I hold dear. 33, that's about as far as I could possibly get away from that. Plus 3, 72 instead of 71. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I don't know how long you've been watching Gruntbuster, but I popped it in less than an hour. This is a 5-wheel lock, so I feel pretty good about that. I'm probably not going to do a second lock. Actually, I'll see I'll see what it gives me for a second lock. Go to menu, change lock, something between 2 and 6. If this is a small one, here for the climax, good. And climax is the best part, the money shot. I only heard 2 flies that time, but that doesn't mean a lot. Okay, this is a 2-wheel lock. This is going to be trivial. So, or close enough to trivial. I guess we can start from 70, just because that's where I am. How are you today, GB7? I'm not blinking enough. My eyes are dry. Okay, 35 is one of the numbers. The question is, which wheel is it on? I'll also check 30. Oh wait, it was 30? It's 25. That's pretty far off. Well, that's a good thing I checked. Okay, 25 and 20 both work, so call it 23. Now the question is, which of the numbers is it? It was the front one. So this is the most trivial lock, aside from a one wheel. A two wheel lock with descending wheel size. Then I did skip a couple numbers just pushing the wheel over, but who cares? That's probably not the ones I skipped because I didn't skip that many. Two wheels are just broken. Just broken. That feels pretty good. I have no idea what the second number even was. I think it was 50 or 55. I can find out. Yeah, close to 55. 24.56. So I was off by one for both of them. This is pretty good lock sport. Um, I'm pretty happy with the stream. Um, you haven't told me how you are, G7, but I hope you're doing well. I'll sign off. We could talk elsewhere if you'd like. But to everyone else in the Phantom audience, have a good one.